In the 1950s and 1960s, many communities began building fallout shelters to protect residents from the threat of nuclear weapons. So what exactly is fallout, and what did these shelters include? Fallout is created when a nuclear explosion vaporizes objects close to the detonation, turning the objects into a very fine ash. The ash absorbs the radiation generated by the explosion and becomes radioactive. This ash, now called fallout, then drifts back to the earth and covers everything in the area with a fine layer of radioactive dust, which is harmful to humans, animals, and plant life. A fallout shelter was an enclosed space designed to allow its occupants to minimize exposure to the harmful fallout until the levels of radiation had dropped to a safe level. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, many communities constructed and maintained fallout shelters large enough to accommodate thousands of residents. Even major businesses began constructing shelters so that their employees could remain safe in the event of a nuclear attack. In most cases, existing buildings with large basements made of thick concrete would be designated as public fallout shelters. Public shelters were identified by the well-known yellow and black trifoil symbol. Shelters would usually be supplied with food and large amounts of water, sanitation supplies, and radiation detection equipment such as Geiger counters. Water was stored in 17.5-gallon metal containers, and food came in various forms, usually non-perishable in nature. The Federal Civil Defense Administration recommended that, in the event of an attack, those inside the shelter should remain there for at least 2 weeks. At the end of the first week, they would be able to go outside for up to an hour at a time. As the days progressed, they could gradually increase the amount of time spent outside the shelter. While outside, the shelter residents would utilize their time sweeping, scrubbing, and washing the fallout off of roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces. Today, all public shelters have long since been abandoned and are no longer maintained with fresh supplies. Some have even been converted to museums and serve as a reminder of what the Cold War was really like.